Hey there, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm diving into something that's causing quite a stir in the content creation world. An AI video generator that's so advanced, it's essentially replacing human video editors for many tasks. This technology represents a massive leap forward in what artificial intelligence can do with video content, and the implications for creators, professionals, and the entire media industry are profound. Let's explore this groundbreaking tool and what it means for the future of video editing. The tool I'm talking about is Runway Gen 2, a state-of-the-art AI platform that's been making waves in creative circles and professional production environments alike. Runway isn't just another AI-powered gimmick. It's a full-fledged video generation and editing suite that combines text-to-video synthesis, advanced editing, and real-time visual manipulation in ways that were pure science fiction just a couple of years ago. So what makes Runway Gen 2 so groundbreaking? It starts with its core capability. Text to video generation. Imagine typing a phrase like a slow pan across a misty forest at dawn, or a futuristic skyline with neon lit skyscrapers and flying cars. And within seconds, the AI returns a custom video clip that visualizes that prompt with cinematic polish. The results aren't just random collections of visuals. They're structured, stylistic, and often surprisingly emotional. The AI captures mood, lighting, movement, and composition with a level of sophistication that can rival human videographers. But that's just the surface. Where Runway really begins to separate itself from other tools is with its ability to extend existing video content. Let's say you have a 5-second clip of a drone flying over the ocean. With Runway, you can generate additional footage that continues that exact motion, scene, and atmosphere, extending it into a 10 or 15-second sequence without looping or obvious cuts. It understands the spatial flow and aesthetic, predicting what should come next with eerie accuracy. This has been huge for editors who work with limited stock footage, or who want to build tension or rhythm in a piece without needing to shoot extra material. Previously, extending a shot like that would require scouting for similar footage, matching lighting and color in post, and manually stitching everything together. Runway handles all of that in one click. Another mind-blowing feature is its image-to-video functionality. You can take a single still image, maybe it's a landscape photo, a digital painting, or a frame from an animation, and Runway will animate it. Clouds drift, waves lap, shadows shift. A static piece comes to life with realistic motion, and suddenly you've got living artwork. This kind of animation used to be the domain of professional motion designers, requiring hours in Adobe After Effects or Nuke. And even then, you'd need to rig elements or build parallax effects manually. Runway does it instantly. For social media creators, artists, photographers, and marketers, this opens up an entirely new way to create dynamic visuals without touching keyframes. Now let's talk about style transfer. You might have a simple vlog clip or product video shot on your phone. Runway can take that and apply the visual look of a high-budget movie scene. That includes color grading, lighting emulation, lens effects, and even visual textures. With a single reference image or style input, you can transform your raw footage into something that looks like it belongs in a Netflix original. This is especially useful for creators working across brands or storytelling formats. You could film everything on the same camera, but give each project its own signature aesthetic. One inspired by 80s VHS horror films, another with the cold tones of a Scandi noir, another in the dreamy saturation of Studio Ghibli animations. And the best part? Runway also boasts one of the best object removal tools in the video editing space. Traditionally, removing an object, say a stray person in the background of a scene, requires frame-by-frame masking, rotoscoping, and patching with content-aware fills. It's labor-intensive and prone to errors. Runway makes this process nearly automatic. You highlight the object, hit delete, and the AI fills in the scene intelligently, accounting for motion, lighting, and texture. It's not perfect, of course, but for many applications, especially quick content or fast turnaround projects, it's more than sufficient. I've personally used it to remove logos, unwanted distractions, and awkward visual glitches, and the results were good enough to publish straight away. For those doing advanced work, Runway includes motion tracking and masking tools. You can isolate subjects, track objects across a scene, and apply filters or effects to just one element. This has been a dream for people working on product videos, demo reels, and even TikToks that use effects selectively. The masking system works more like an intelligent layer selection tool than a traditional manual mask. You don't need to trace shapes. The AI knows what you're trying to isolate and helps you stay precise. And here's where things get really interesting. Runway doesn't just offer editing tools, it offers an entirely new approach to video workflows. Most of its tools are cloud-based and browser accessible. That means no software installs, no crashing programs, no heavy hardware requirements. You can edit high-end video on a laptop or tablet and collaborate with teammates around the world. You get real-time versioning, shared workspaces, and cloud storage for your assets. So whether you're a YouTuber working with a remote editor, a client reviewing changes, or a brand collaborating across countries, Runway becomes your virtual studio. That kind of infrastructure used to require enterprise-level software stacks. Now it's accessible for a few dollars a month. The subscription model starts with a free tier, which gives you limited generations and basic editing tools, more than enough to test the waters. The paid plans scale depending on how many credits or features you need, with tiers tailored to individuals, teams, and production studios. Compared to the traditional costs of post-production, hardware, software licenses, freelance editors, Runway is astonishingly affordable. But let's not gloss over what this really means for creators. With a tool like Runway, you can generate cinematic B-roll for talking head videos, turn still brand assets into animated ads, extend stock clips for smoother transitions, polish rough footage into high-quality deliverables, remove watermarks, text, or unwanted clutter, apply brand-specific visual styles across videos, build motion graphics without touching After Effects, collaborate live with teams, clients, or stakeholders. This isn't just a time saver, it's a force multiplier. Runway lets creators scale their content production without scaling their overhead. Small agencies can handle bigger projects, solo creators can punch above their weight, and large teams can massively reduce turnaround times. And for educators, course creators, marketers, and nonprofits, this tool means professional-looking video is no longer limited by budget or experience. Tool adoption is also transforming job roles across the industry. Many video professionals who once specialized in tedious tasks, like frame-by-frame cleanup, shot extension, or motion tracking, are now evolving into creative directors who supervise AI-assisted workflows. The best editors aren't afraid of AI. They're using it as a force multiplier, and that's something we'll continue to see across every creative field. Imagine a small content agency that used to produce 5 videos per week because of time and budget constraints. With Runway in the mix, that same team might now produce 15 videos in the same time, each tailored for a different audience segment, platform, or format. The speed, consistency, and customization that AI brings doesn't just increase output, it enhances quality and agility. I've personally seen creators go from concept to finished video in a single day. They write a script with ChatGPT, generate scenes in Runway, animate elements using Motion Brush, apply a consistent visual theme using Style Transfer, and then publish straight to YouTube or TikTok with a finished product that rivals what would have taken a full production team. Days, or even weeks, to produce. And as Runway continues to evolve, we're starting to see support for longer form content. Previously, most AI-generated clips topped out at 4 to 5 seconds, but newer versions are enabling coherent clips that extend to 10, 15, and even 30 seconds or more. As generative models improve their understanding of motion continuity, lighting changes, and narrative flow, we're not far from full minute-long sequences that feel entirely cinematic. This opens up exciting potential for short films with partially AI-generated scenes, music videos using animated album art, branded content campaigns with stylized transitions, virtual commercials for product launches, educational explainers with dynamic visual storytelling. One of the emerging use cases that's getting traction is AI-enhanced green screen work. Runway's background removal and replacement features are getting so good that you can shoot raw footage on a budget phone with basic lighting, and the AI will clean up the background, insert a new scene, and match the subject to the new environment with startling accuracy. It's no longer a novelty. It's now a tool in real production pipelines. There's also a big impact on multilingual content creation. By pairing Runway with voice cloning tools or text-to-speech platforms like Murph, creators can dub their videos in multiple languages, then use Runway to make facial expressions or lip movements better match the new voice track. This means one video shoot can become content for global markets with relatively little manual work. Another real-world example, documentary filmmakers using Runway to recreate historical scenes or locations. Instead of relying on expensive reenactments or CGI, they can generate atmospheric background footage that helps illustrate the story. The same applies to journalists and educators creating supplemental visuals for topics where footage doesn't exist, like visualizing ancient cities, abstract ideas, or hypothetical futures. And it's not just creators who benefit, viewers benefit too. The speed and scale of content production made possible by Runway means more personalized, more relevant, and more visually engaging videos are reaching audiences faster than ever. This democratization of quality doesn't just improve output, it improves accessibility. Let's not forget mobile creators. Since Runway is browser-based and lightweight compared to traditional editing suites, it works on tablets and ultrabooks. That means a creator traveling the world with a $500 laptop and a mobile hotspot can produce studio-grade content from a beach in Thailand or a hostel in Berlin. This is huge for the digital nomad and influencer economies. And when it comes to branding, consistency is key, and Runway helps achieve that with precision. You can generate reusable visual styles, apply specific tone mappings, and ensure that every video, no matter who created it, maintains your brand's identity. Whether you're a startup with a 3-person team or a global brand managing dozens of agencies, that's an enormous win. Some creators are even training style references into their prompts, using iconic art styles, reference clips, or color palettes. For example, if your brand wants every video to look like a Wes Anderson film or match the soft tones of a fashion lookbook, Runway's style transfer tools make that possible across dozens of assets at scale. Looking at enterprise use, companies are using Runway to rapidly generate visual concepts for marketing teams. Instead of hiring an entire studio to storyboard, shoot, and edit a campaign teaser, creative directors can mock up options in Runway in a few hours, pitch those to stakeholders, and then either use them directly or hand them off for refinement. Even in healthcare and nonprofit sectors, Runway is being used to create explainer content and public service announcements with higher production value than ever before. When budgets are tight, but communication is critical, these tools level the playing field. The implications for visual literacy are also worth noting. In a world where AI can now generate beautiful, compelling video assets from simple prompts, the new creative skill isn't just editing, it's prompting. Being able to communicate visual intention in text form is becoming an essential creative muscle. We've already seen this in the world of AI art with tools like Midjourney and Leonardo. The same trend is unfolding in video. Prompting has become a legitimate creative profession. Some teams even have prompt specialists, whose job is to shape, tune, and iterate AI inputs to get the best results. To get better outputs from Runway, you don't just say, make a video of a mountain. You say, create a wide-angle drone shot flying over a misty alpine forest at golden hour with birds flying across the frame and lens flare in the top left corner. The detail matters. The specificity translates into fidelity. And that's why tools like Runway don't eliminate the need for creativity. They amplify it. The best results come from creators who know how to blend vision, detail, and iteration. If you're wondering whether AI video will eventually surpass human editors entirely, the short answer is, in some areas, it already has. For routine work, like creating looping B-roll, stock-style sequences, and light promotional content, AI is faster, cheaper, and often good enough. But storytelling, emotional resonance, human connection, that's still the domain of creative editors, directors, and writers. What we're seeing now is a merger, an era where humans direct the big picture while AI handles the heavy lifting. It's like how spreadsheets didn't replace accountants. They made accountants 10 times more powerful. Runway doesn't replace filmmakers, it supercharges them. And for those who fear creative dilution, consider this. In every major shift, whether it was the invention of photography, film, television, or digital media, there were fears that art would suffer. But the opposite happened. The new tools created new genres, new voices, and new storytelling styles. iVideo is no different. The question isn't whether it will replace creativity. The question is, what new forms of creativity will it unlock? Imagine interactive video content where the viewer influences the narrative. Real-time generated video scenes for dynamic games or learning. Personalized onboarding videos generated on the fly for each customer. Short films where viewers choose style and tone in the first scene. This is what Runway is making possible. And we're just getting started. As we wrap this up, here are a few practical ways to explore Runway right now. Try generating short clips from prompts that match your brand or content style. Animate one of your static images using the motion brush. Extend a stock video clip using video to video. Try removing a background from footage using green screen AI. Apply a style reference to raw footage and test how it transforms the tone. Use it as part of a workflow. Script with ChatGPT, visuals with Midjourney, animation in Runway, voiceover in Murph, edit final in Descript. Once you start stacking tools, you'll unlock new workflows that reduce production time from days to hours, or even minutes. And remember, these tools are evolving fast. Runway Gen 2 today is not what Runway will be 6 months from now. Get in early, experiment often, and start building your edge. If this got you curious, or if you're already using Runway, drop a comment and let me know what you're working on. I'm constantly collecting examples of what people are creating with these tools, and I'd love to feature some of them in an upcoming episode. Make sure you subscribe for more deep dives like this one. Whether it's new AI tools, creative workflows, or behind-the-scenes production breakdowns. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.